Craving that saucy, glossy, restaurant-quality chicken lo mein? Well, get ready to toss those takeout menus and whip up this quick and easy 5-star recipe instead. First things first, let's walk through your grocery list. Here's what you need for this 25-minute recipe. Lo mein noodles, garlic, fresh spinach, shredded carrots, sugar snap peas, chicken breasts, low-sodium soy sauce, hoisin sauce, sesame oil, and extra virgin olive oil. Let's talk about the star of this dish, the lo mein noodles. This is an egg white based noodle made with just a few simple ingredients. I've got 8 ounces of the lo mein noodles. I'm gonna pop these into some boiling water. Now, I haven't salted the water because generally you don't salt water that you're cooking lo mein noodles in, and we have enough flavor going into our sauce. So let's pop these in. They only take about 4 minutes to cook. Now that our noodles are cooked, let's work on the sauce. We're gonna use equal parts low sodium soy sauce and hoisin sauce. So 3 tablespoons hoisin with 3 tablespoons of the low sodium soy sauce, sesame oil, whisk this up. It already smells incredible. All right, noodles are done, sauce is done. Let's talk about the actual ingredients in our lo mein. So we're gonna start off with some garlic, about 1.5 tablespoons of minced garlic. And I'm just rocking the knife back and forth, getting a nice fine mince on this garlic. So garlic's done. The last thing we need to do is just slice up our chicken breasts. You'll notice I have them on a separate cutting board, and this is just a ceramic cutting board. You never want to put raw poultry directly onto a wood cutting board because it's impossible to get any of that potential bacteria or germs off the wood. Instead, you can use hot soapy water and make sure we are staying food safe at all times. Now the goal here is you want your chicken to be roughly the same size, so that way all of the pieces cook at the exact same rate. So I'm just gonna slice these into thin strips. If you'd rather do cubes, you could do cubes. Anything goes. It's kind of a theme here. This is lo mein your way. We are ready to get cooking, so I'm just making sure, like I said, everything is as close to the stovetop here as possible. I've got all my veggies, my cooked noodles, my diced chicken, and then what we're gonna need to coat the bottom of the pan. Start with a little bit of olive oil, just to coat the bottom, and then a splash of the sesame oil. Keep in mind we have this in our sauce, but I like to cook the chicken and garlic in the sesame oil because I just think it imparts so much more flavor, and it's just one little splash in the pan. So it's fast and it's super effective. Now you can see the oil is starting to ripple. I'm just gonna make sure that it coats every inch of our pan here. I can tell my pan is perfectly hot because you see all of the smoke coming off here. In goes our chicken and our garlic. All right, we're gonna let that do its thing for a second, just until the chicken is cooked through. Then we'll transfer it to a pan and get ready for our veggies. Now we're gonna transfer this cooked chicken and garlic to a bowl. This is a clean bowl that I have. And we're gonna set this aside while we saute the veggies. In go my sugar snap peas, shredded carrots. Give these a quick toss. Now we're only gonna cook these veggies for a minute or two. We want them to still have a bit of a bite to them. There's nothing worse than a soggy vegetable, especially when they're gonna continue cooking once we add the sauce. So just a minute or two here. You can see they've gotten nice and bright in color, and they're starting to tenderize just a little bit. Now in goes the spinach, 3 whole cups. Here we are, in with the spinach. This goes in last of the veggies because it wilts so quickly, and again, we don't want it to be overcooked. The spinach is wilted. I'm gonna return the chicken plus any of these juices back into the pan, and then toss to combine. If the noodles have clumped together while you're cooking the rest of the recipe, just rinse them with some cold water and then add them right to the pan. And for our sauce. This looks and smells incredible. I'm getting myself a big ol' serving. A few sesame seeds on top, and then it's time to dig in. Oh man. So much better than takeout. It's fresh, it's light, and most importantly, it's on your table in 25 minutes or less. Yum. No lo mein, just opt for something else. So we're gonna drop these into our boiling water. Generally, you don't salt the water, salt the water, salt the water, salt the water.